Hello and welcome back to Minecraft on the VintageCraft server. It's been a while. Yep, still nothing. And there's a skeleton up there. What if I can get him from here? I don't have many arrows left though. Whoop. That might have been my last arrow. Yes, it was. What did he drop? Golden chestplate. Nah. I'll hang on to it. Anyway, it's been a while. My internet has been playing up here and there, so this may be a short video. We'll see how we go until I get disconnected. But in the meantime, I've been playing around in my creative and just pre-planning, I guess you could say. Because I've got plans for a big build eventually, and it will take place on the main island. I think it's not this one here, but the one over there, because it's actually a lot bigger. So I'm going to need to get a lot of wood here. What am I doing? I'm chopping it down, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, this build, it's going to require quite a lot of dark oak wood and other materials. Wool, specifically. Well, not specifically, but eventually I'll need quite a bit of wool. Let me just cut this down. There we go. Add that to the pile. So hopefully I'll get quite a bit. That may not be enough. Shush you. It may not be enough. But in the meantime, as you can see, I've built a pen. Don't know if I've shown you this, but progress so far. We have this shearing station here. We've got a workbench, which my understanding is that it's, I'm right clicking on it right now, it's not usable. This is, but I haven't actually used it yet. In here, we are storing all of our, obviously these are all empty, but except this one here, wool and dyes. Specifically, it was for this one, but this is finished, kind of. Yeah, I guess. The top is, I don't know if you can actually see it from here. Building sideways. So there's a pattern there, carpet. I still hear skeletons. It was actually over here, like right underneath I found a cave. And I thought I cleared it out, but obviously there's still more caves somewhere. Yeah, so as I was saying, shearing station over here. We've extended this over to here. This is like a small place to eat, so I can right click and change my view, which is, what is it? No, not that one. F5. There we go. I think I might need a. So I'm not actually facing forward, am I? When I do that, it always seems to be sitting sideways. What did I do over here? I used and I've still got my FIPS on. Yeah, so I've been also playing around with shaders, as you can see. If I go into my settings, shaders, I'm using the Silder's Vibrant Shaders High. Might as well turn these on and you can have a look. And I'll turn the FIPS off at the same time, might as well. It's under here, yes it is. And this is how we are looking with the shader pack on. This is Silder's Shaders High. I'm not sure what version. Let me just jump in here and we'll grab. Oop. Sorry, didn't mean to. Yeah, so if you guys want to see more of shaders. This is what it's looking like. Quite bright. The only thing I don't like about the shaders is we get the sun is very, very glary. I don't know how to actually turn that down here. But as you can see, the water is looking really, really nice in this. I don't know if I had the shaders on when I showed you in the creative world. But yeah, I like the look of these shaders, specifically just outside. The only thing I don't like about them is the very yellowy orange lighting and the sun. Too bright. Unfortunately, there's not much out there in terms of shaders for 1.14. But anyway, I'll keep it on for now, for the rest of the video. If you guys like it, I can carry on using it. So we have our teppanyaki stall with a cake, which I managed to get around to actually collecting. I need to get more eggs, so maybe might do a bit of a travel later. Upstairs, I still haven't decorated it, though I have added a couple of beds here. These actually sunken into the floor, so it looks a little more Japanese style. I may put some trapdoors. I think it's the oak ones I want to use. Yeah, oak trapdoors, and I'll create like a screen, because I don't know if I want to actually create actual rooms in here. I think a screen would work just as fine. Our chimney, what do you call it? Fireplace. I may lower that down a bit, or maybe, I don't know. I want to keep this open, but I want to block it off so people don't accidentally walk into it, though they shouldn't do. Maybe some iron bars at some point. So we'll come down. Well, the sun is almost setting. Now over here, I have created a fishing hut. See the vines actually moving and the shaders back on here. I think I can turn those off, I'm not entirely sure. If we go inside, we have one bed. If we go out here, we can sit and fish. Though I don't have a fishing rod on me. Do I? No, I don't. I haven't tested this out on whether or not phantoms can get in and attack you while you're sitting here. In theory, they hopefully shouldn't. I'm not entirely sure yet. I heard something splash. I don't know what that was. Somebody into a bed. I'm hoping that was just an animal of some kind. So yeah, so that's been the progress so far. How many torches do I have? I think I've got enough. So let me cut this down, and I'll get back to you in regards to what we actually are wanting to do. I may have to pinch a bed while I'm at it as well. Okay, I think I'm ready. Let's I've got a bed. Let's grab the boat, and we'll travel over there, shall we? Yeah. Yeah, what was that? Running into things. See, I'm not sure if it's the FIPS. See, that's still on, isn't it? I wonder why. Ah, smooth FIPS. Off. I went to the wrong one. No wonder. What's that under? That's under performance, isn't it? No, it's not. Other. Show FIPS. There you go. Let's turn it off. There we go. Yeah, so for the last few minutes or however we've been recording, you've been seeing my FIP break, which I guess isn't bad. I mean, I don't mind. I don't really see the differences. So let's light this all up. Well, let's find out where I need to go. So it's about here-ish. So as you can see, this is quite a big place. And the build that I want to do, I'll have to, which means I'm going to have to level this whole area here. is I want to do quite a big build here, and it's going to be about 80 by 40 blocks. So yeah, now I've got it all planned out. Whether or not I want to show it to you in the in my creative world, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so we want to level the whole place. Whoop, almost falling down places. Just seeing if I've actually been down there. But obviously there's quite a lot of caves and stuff that will potentially need clearing out. So maybe I'll have to hopefully get some people in. I've not actually been this far, so I've not actually looked around here. But yeah, pretty much this whole area is going to have to be flattened, probably about this height and not this height. So one block above seawater would be okay. 2 could be alright, depending on how I want it to look. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a big build. I'm going to have to put a lot of preparation into it. But let me show you what it is that I guess I might as well show you. It kind of gives away the prize, doesn't it? Let's see. Okay, so here I am inside of my creative world, and I don't know why I spawned over here, but I'm in the process of designing a mansion here, and I haven't actually done much work on the outside. But this is basically what I'm actually hoping to do here on the actual server. So we come in here. This will be your main hallway, and it's mostly been working in a. I don't know if you've ever seen Andy is Yoda. He did a lot of collaborations with Corellis in the Inspiration series, and one of his videos talks about the 5x5 placement, and I'll give you an example of what I mean. The 5x5, so let's say this is a room. You go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and this would be your house or your room. Raise it by 4. Do the tops. And well, you get the rough idea anyway. So basically it's 5 blocks by 5 blocks, and that would constitute as a room or a house, depending on how small or big you want to build it. This one, the build that I'm doing here, is pretty much based on the whole 5x5 building system. This one here is actually 2 rooms. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would have been the middle of the room, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the hallway, the main hallway, entranceway into the house, the mansion, is actually 10 by 10, because there's 2. Well, it's 2 sets of 5s. So that would be a 5, that would be a 5, that would be a 5, that would be 5, and then I'll split into the main entranceway. But pretty much this is the design that I've been going for. It's pretty much all dark oak wood. On the ground you would have a brown carpet. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to get brown dye. I mean, I do know how, but where I'm going to get it and as so much. Brown carpet will decorate the majority of the bottom floor. I haven't decided about the top floor yet. I probably will go into the top floor. I still haven't actually designed the top floor yet, nor have I designed the, I guess you could call it the east wing. But basically you come through, and it's partly based upon the Breakers mansion in Newport. You come through the main entrance to your left. I have made adjustments in the floor plan. On your left is, I guess you could say, a kind of reception area, which is entered obviously through here. Hello, how are you doing? Here's your tickets. Have a blah 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 for the mansion, and so forth. So as you can see, one block of so it's primarily dark oak planks, dark oak logs, fences, slabs, and occasional staircase here and there. Fences for the windows, which are all going to be at least 2 height, and then as you can see, half slabs, and that's the block above, so then I can actually attach the light. The idea is I don't want the roof to be too high, but I don't want it to be too low either. My original plan was to have stuff like this coming down and then like do, but then that would have ended up with it being too low. So going back to this. This is your main hallway. Actually, I wonder if I've turned monsters off here. Let's turn it on peaceful for creative. You have your 2 staircases going up to the 2nd floor here, and I've designed them so it's like a bit natural, but at the same time not natural, obviously, because it's symmetrical. But in a swamp area such as this, you would naturally have logs or trees. So think of it as trees going inwards but forming the mansion itself, or the interior. I haven't decided what to put down here, maybe guest rooms and stuff. But on either side of each room, each place is going to be pretty symmetrical. If we go down here, the other awesome thing about this is that it can also be used as a good, I guess, PvP area, as long as people don't blow things up. This is the reception area, not so much as a reception of hello, welcome to the museum or zoo or whatever, but a reception as in you're welcoming people into a specific room, kind of like a small meeting place. Let's get rid of this bow. I was using it to kill mobs as I was testing. And let's grab some brown carpet. So you would come in, carpet. This is how kind of the carpet I was been looking for. But design wise, it would be more something along the lines of maybe something like that. So you come in, and it gives a bit of a I guess you could say a wooden hut kind of feeling. So like a bearskin, but very long and all over the place. At some point, I want to put start working with nether brick or netherrack, but that will be mostly on the upper floors. So you come into the swamp, you see the mansion, but the upper half of the mansion is started to grow into a nether kind of influence, I guess you could say. So the nether is kind of forming into the swamp area at some point. I haven't decided where. Maybe I might put a throne room upstairs. Yeah. But anyway, into here we have our reception area. So table, chairs. This is spruce logs. Obviously spruce doors. Back to oak. Now here we have a fireplace. I put a underneath is a hay bale. I've got lots of hay in my place anyway, so quite easily. What is the client lights? So lighting is still good. It's about 11, 12 around this corner. As you can see, that it is a little low, but not too low. So I'm still getting the same effect with the shadows, but it's not intrusive. We have our windows, again, 2 blocks high, fences, here, 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 Not here, obviously, because that actually you got the other room on that side. So if I can see, yeah, see, you got the wall right there. But if you go down here, there is actually a window on the other side. If I come out here, up and over, so even though I'm putting windows in, they may not necessarily be used. See, this one actually is actually blocked off. So I get a consistency of windows all along the house, even though they may not all be accessible or transparent, so to speak. Let's go back inside. Now, let's say you're running down this corridor, you're being chased by another player. You can probably duck in here, hide, or distract them or something. You got 2 exits here, but you also have 3 exits. Now this took a bit of a while. I had a bit of redstoning to teach myself. I might do actually a series on redstone basics, and then it'll be like a tutorial, but also a tutorial for myself at the same time. So I learn something, I teach you guys. How does that sound? But anyway, here, well, let's just show you the outside, shall we? So you come down this passageway here. This will lead into this room here, which I haven't actually decorated. I don't know what I'm going to use this room for, but again, you have your 5x5 system. Remember what I was talking about? The 5x5 block building system. 5x5 building system. This is 6 rooms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we have a room. This is underneath the stairs. I could turn it into something, maybe like a storage room, put some barrels here. You have 2 entrances here. This goes in the same room. Down here, this is the dining room area. So you come around here into the kitchen. Smokers, barrels all along the place. Got a cauldron here. Smooth stone slabs stacked. Again, spruce stairs and slabs. Brewing station. And again, the 5x5 building system. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rooms. This does intrude into there is, well, let's explain this. There's actually 2 more rooms in here, but it's all blocked up because I wanted to build an escape system, so to speak. So as I was saying earlier, you're being chased by another player. Let's say you go in here, you're trapped in here, but then you have a secret exit. At the bottom, actually there should be one on the other side just to confuse people. So let's put a button up here. Button doesn't do anything. This one though, secret exit. Then, doo-doo, aha, see? Let's see this again. So, run into the room. Run into the room. Push the button. So that opens up. I've got some pistons pulling or pushing the logs. System goes back. At the same time though, because you go in, there's a door and it opens. So unfortunately the door and the button are on the same redstone signal. But that doesn't matter. As long as there's a door here and it opens, it's okay. It's actually stopping the water from pouring out. So there's a soul sand at the bottom, and that's what causes the water to push you up. That's part of the new mechanics of the aquatic update. And that is the chimney. Yeah. Let's show you down below, shall we? I might cover this on a redstone, so as you can see, that is nothing up there. That's just a empty space, but it kind of works. Nothing should spawn in here. Trapdoor. Yeah. Come down the ladder. So this is all of the. Now this is the one thing I didn't like about the shaders, as I was mentioning. Very yellowy and reddish. Well, I guess reddish down here because it's redstone. So up. This is, where am I? Whoop. So goes up here. Let's break that. Okay. Soul sand. So that there is the soul sand where the water is. Goes down here, and the block that's just around the corner. I can't actually show you, but there's a block right there, and that's where the redstone signal is going. Let's put this back there. Okay. So yes, redstone signal. I had to extend it with a repeater because it went further than 15, but it basically loops back here, and we have the pistons somewhere up here, and so it kind of zigzags back around. I'll show you in the tutorial, but this is basically just a room just down here, so that in survival we can go down there and check things are working as such. Kitchen again, and this is the dining room. Let's go in the dining room. So this is the dining room. Very snazzy. What's my lighting situation like here? So it's a 7 over here. So I could probably. What if I? Does that improve it? Goes up to 8. Okay. I'll just have to remember to put a light right there, and I don't know why I just copied that when I was already in my taskbar. So lighting all around. Again, 2 blocks, window, fences, oak logs. So it'll be quite. That's what I was saying before. This will be quite a big build in terms of oak. I will be using a lot of oak logs, dark oak logs. But basically, we have our main table. I could sit down, but I can't do it in my world. I don't have the plugin. Ooh, what's this lighting like? That's a 7 as well. Let's yeah, that'll do. Yeah. So obviously I don't want it to be too dark, and that mobs will spawn in here. Get into the kitchen as well. But yes. Up there, I'm going to have like a little balcony. So you come out on the second floor. Maybe connected to that secret exit, I'm not sure. But this is the chandelier, so to speak. More like an ingrown chandelier, which kind of grows out of the roof, rather than a chandelier on itself. But that's all oak log and fences. Again, just so you can get an idea. Oak log, slabs. Again, just so you can see the detail of how it's going to be. And I've already made this, well, pretty much the same. I've made it in another creative world, a flat world, just so I can get the dimensions right. And I will be referring back to that now and then. What is this lighting? This is all 11. Let's make it night time, and then check the values. It actually looks brighter. I'm not entirely sure why. But yes, basically that's the plans for what I want to do. So this is to create a flat world with just the redstone in it. So this is how I've done it. It's a bit slightly different than what I've actually built in the actual world. But as you can see, pistons, a redstone going all the way down. I had to go underneath. So we see the blocks is blocks that have to be in the build. So I had to think of a way of doing this without creating more space, and that meant having to light this block here. So if I just get rid of all these, so this is the block that I wanted to light. As you can see, it has a redstone torch on it, and it's linked with redstone all the way up to the hoppers, not hoppers, pistons, sticky pistons. This one doesn't have a repeater because I think it's less than 15. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's 13, and then the torch. So it's a lot more compact than what I would have liked it. I can't bend it this way, so I had to come like this way here. So when I actually go into my survival mode, I'm going to have to reference this basically, and this pretty much works the same way as how I've done it in the other world. So come along, push the button, pull open, and you get propelled upwards, and that's it. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Quick short video. I would have logged back onto the server, but my internet's dropped again, so unfortunately that's the that's the reality of a bad internet signal here. So hopefully I can get into some more stuff. Hopefully, if not, maybe it'll be some single player stuff. I don't know. Maybe you won't see another video for quite some time until we get our internet sorted. But basically, that's going to be it for now. I hope you enjoy what you see and what you expect to see, and hopefully the server will be going that long as well. Even though I did join late, so even if I don't get around to making a start on the mansion, maybe you'll see it in the next season. So until next time, let's hope the internet works.